Hey, so I think it's been about maybe a week since my last check-in. So I'm just doing these periodically to recap what has been going on in the salon and also in the hair to tech journey. So let's see. So yesterday, Jen and I filmed slash recorded a podcast with this badass software engineer named Isla, and I can't wait for that episode. She is a software engineer in Utah and is so talented and intelligent and just also so like chill and cavalier and nonchalant about how amazing she is. It seems like that's how a lot of people in the tech world are. They're so amazing and brilliant and like don't understand or don't boast about how awesome they are, which is such an awesome attribute to someone, I think. So I've been in the salon a lot as I'm still getting caught up from all of my clients whose appointments have been on hold from COVID, and I'm almost caught up, but it has been a very, very, very busy month and a half-ish of booking appointments, accommodating everybody, and still trying to maintain some level of sanity while trying to get caught up as quickly as possible. So there's been some very challenging days because now we have to wear masks and our guests do also, and it's uncomfortable for everyone. I think like I have definitely gotten a headache at the end of the day multiple times, and so have other stylists that I've talked to, so it's not really fun, but it's what we have to do for right now, and that's okay because that's just what we have to do, and I'm okay with that. So something that's interesting, so this week I sent out the official email to my client list letting them know that, look, I'm making these big changes. I am changing my schedule and my rates and my availability. Like everything is going to be changing in my business, and that's it. Here are referrals for you if that doesn't work for you. Thank you for your understanding, but it's taken so long to even get to that point to send out the email. I have been sitting on that email for probably like 4 weeks, and I've probably drafted it up like 6, 7, 8 times and made these cute little new service menus and thought I was gonna send that out. And then just one day, what day was it? Monday or Tuesday? I was like, no, I need to send this out right now. And I'm gonna catch myself in this wave and send it out right now before I overthink it and before I start feeling bad. So I was just feeling not as emotional about it, which I found for me is the perfect time to send things like that because I can be factual, get to the point and not overthink anything that I'm saying or anticipate anybody's reaction and stop myself because of what I am anticipating. So the response to that has been really awesome, but I also am holding no space for if someone is going to be a dick about it, because I just don't, if they aren't going to be understanding, then they can go somewhere else. Or if they don't have something nice to say, just don't talk to me. And it feels really good to be at this place, but it's taken me a long time to get here. So I've been having this conversation with people in person in the salon because that's my style. I would rather face it straight on and have a conversation about it in person where people can ask questions and I can openly share what I'm going through rather than through an email. But I felt like I had reached the point where I had had that conversation with enough people, enough of my regular people, that I felt okay sending out the email to the rest of my client list. And yeah, we can talk about it whenever I see them or not. But it's done and has been a huge relief to do. So where are we right now? So because I have been so busy in the salon, the contrast of going from not being in the salon during COVID to where we are now, where I'm getting caught up and am working a lot to get caught up. Whoa, talk about eye-opening and such a reminder of like, oh yeah, this is why I'm doing this, because if this is what the rest of my life looks like, then I can't do that and be the best version of myself, and that's not fair to anyone. So that contrast, I'm choosing to see it as a gift and as a blessing, the blessing of contrast and what I do not want anymore and what does not work anymore. So I haven't been as proactive during the week as I would like to be with self-study, but when I do catch a wave of motivation, which I have one right now, which is why I'm doing this video and will be going through the Udemy class that I'm currently working on. I have been, and I still am really enjoying it, and I like how it just challenges my brain so much and challenges me to think about something in a completely new way, but also gives me the opportunity to, hey, this is my understanding and my experience of how life works. Here's this new thing that I'm learning. How can I bring them together and have them make sense, or make sense based off of my current life experiences? So yeah, it's been really good. I have been working on a course from Udemy that is the Linux crash course. I will put a link to that course in the description of this video in case you want to check it out. This was recommended to me by someone that has done security before, and was also learning Linux was also recommended in another YouTube video I watched. This security expert was recommending, hey, if you are literally starting from ground zero, which I am, I would suggest getting familiar with the Linux command line. How does it work? What does it do? The Windows command line. How does it work? What does it do? Getting familiar with Google Cloud Services, Amazon, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called, but Amazon's cloud platform and Microsoft Azure. So based off of that, I am starting with Linux and downloaded a virtual machine and an image of Linux on that. And this course that I'm going through on Udemy is going to be walking through that. I haven't made it that far into the course yet because, unbeknownst to me, it took my computer like 4 hours to download all of the programs. And so on Saturday, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna work on this Udemy course. And then it took forever to download the things, but that's totally okay. Now they're ready to rip, and I'm gonna continue working through those. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And I also am really looking forward to my schedule in the salon changing more and more come July 1st. I am in the really bad habit of loving to book myself so busy, because if I don't work, I don't make money. And so I am having to break that habit and remind myself, Amber, there's a temporary sacrifice of time and money that you need to make right now in order to get to the next level or to learn this new skill set. It is temporary, but it needs to happen. If you are really serious about this change, you need to do this, or else you're just gonna keep complaining and stay right where you are. And I'm not about that. So yes, I will be much more deliberate about my scheduling, and will really have to go through a series of questions each time I do book an appointment. Like, Amber, where is your study time? Are you prioritizing this? Are you overbooking yourself because that's just what you're used to? Is there enough time to study? If you take this appointment, will you have enough energy to study afterwards or before? So just really, really reprioritizing that, especially because for now I am doing a self-study and I am making this up as I go, as I continue to meet new people in the field and have more podcast guests. I'm just trying to gather bits of information from all of them and put it together and do the best I can based off of everything they say. So what I will also be working on is continuing to go through the Udemy web development bootcamp. That initially is what got me started on this whole journey anyway. I bought that course 2 years ago, and I didn't touch it until like mid-March because I've been so focused on building my salon business and trying out different ways of operating and all of that. So yeah, it's taken me 2 years to even get here, but luckily with Udemy courses, you have access to them for life. So it's not too late. It's just reprioritizing where my effort and energy is going. So yes, that is an update right now, as well as I have not been on social media. The past year and a half, one of my goals was to be more consistent on social media, posting to build my brand, build my business, etc., and it's exhausting and I'm tired of being on social media. And right now, honestly, I think that's the last thing that matters. With the current Black Lives Matter movement that is happening, that is where I have been choosing to focus my energy when I do have a moment, rather than trying to jump on Instagram. It's like, hey, how about I go read an article? How about I read a book? How about I listen to a podcast instead, so I can educate myself better on being a better and more inclusive ally for the Black community. It's something that's so important to me, and the best thing that I can think of doing and how to help the most is to do my best to understand and be educated. So when I am in situations or I do see things happening or things being said, I can speak up and be on it and be helpful in ways that really matter. I mean, social media is great for spreading awareness, but where is the action behind the post? So I haven't been on social media, and honestly, it's been a good break because this topic is so much more important than trying to build a business or brand right now. I think that's just where I am. So I think I'll probably stay off of social media for a while, especially my hair one, because especially like what I have found is when I am on social media more, it just ends up attracting more one-on-one clients, and that is not my intention right now. My intention is to educate myself in more ways than one. So that's my focus. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'm really excited to continue to have amazing guests on the podcast and get to talk to all these badass, mostly women. We're mostly having women guests right now because I want to hear what their perspective has been like in a role and in a field and an industry that is so male dominated. So I can't wait to keep learning from them and to keep learning from Jen Stone. God, she's amazing. I love her. She's so good. So good. I feel so fortunate that I know this human. What a badass. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. If you would like to be a guest on the podcast, please email hair2tech@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. If this is helping you in any way, please let us know how it's helping. Subscribe to this channel. Find our podcasts on iTunes and Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, wherever you listen to your podcast. We'd love to see you over there. And I hope you have a very nice day.